I'm Al Sutherland with your Mesonet Weather Report. March has not only been wet, but it has also been warm. And we can really see that when we take a look at soil temps from midweek for the entire Mesonet system. This is a 3-day average of 4-inch bare soil temp. And when we look at that map, we can see only 3 Mesonet locations that had temps below 60. The rest of the state all above 60, and our highs, the 67, came in from such diverse areas as Mangum, Oklahoma City West, and Idabel. A map of the air temp highs for a day gives us an idea of what's going on across the whole state. To get an idea of what's going on over time, we need to drill down and look at a single site. We chose Stillwater from March 1st through the 28th, and looking at the highs for that site, we can see that 18 days had either a 70 or higher air temp. 7 days out of that had an 80 or higher maximum air temp. Gary, what news do you have for us this week?
Thanks, Al. I'd like to start with the best looking U.S. drought monitor map we've seen around here in well over a year. As you can see from the map, almost 75% of the state is now completely out of drought. Now we still have those parts of western Oklahoma, especially the far western Oklahoma panhandle, that still have serious drought conditions. But the state is definitely on the mend, and hopefully that drought on the map can continue to shrink as we go into spring. But take a look at this map of hours below freezing from the Oklahoma Mesonet from March 1st through March 28th. Much of southern Oklahoma spent just a few hours below freezing, and in fact there were 9 stations across the state that never got below freezing. Incredible warmth for the month of March. One of the things all that warmth and moisture has done is kick the state's wheat crop into high gear. And it's not just the wheat crop, it's much of the vegetation around the area. As you can see from this departure from average greenness map for the week, most of western Oklahoma, down into central Texas, and up into Missouri, much greener than normal for this time of year. In fact, much of the United States is greener for this time of the year. As Al mentioned, the chances for a freeze through April are not zero, and there would be tremendous implications of a freeze, especially for the wheat crop. But we do have a couple of things working in our favor. The next 2 maps show you why. Take a look at this snow depth map for the United States in late March. Basically no snowfall to the north of us until you get to Canada, and a little bit there in the mountains. So very little snow cover for the United States for this time of the year. Also, it's been 10 to 16 degrees above average as you go to the north of Oklahoma, from the lee of the Rockies all the way over to the east coast. So extremely warm and no snowfall. Now that's important, because if we do get a surge of cold air from the Arctic regions down this way, that air will travel over very warm ground that has very little snow cover. That will allow that ground to transport its heat up into that air, modifying it and making it warmer. So when it gets down here, it won't be as cold. Now we could say there's no chance of a freeze, but after what we've seen around here over the last couple of years, anything is definitely possible. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.